Right guys, Wayne here from the Underdog Guys again, and this is week 9 of Wayne Says. Wow, week 9, we're getting towards the end. Anyway, this week's manga series is going to be Dolly Kill Kill. This is an action horror series, well, shonen as well, kind of seinen-y, and it was created in 2014 by Kuronde Yukiaki and Nomoru Yusuke. Within the very first few pages of this series, we're introduced into the villains or the antagonists of the series, you can call them. They're basically the dollies, and these dollies are like giant, cute, but dangerous looking dolls, I can say. And yeah, we're introduced to them in the beginning. We're then introduced into the main character, Iruma, and his best friend and Iruma's crush, and their daily life in their school. We find out that he's a baseball player and they all play for the same baseball team, and the crush is the manager of the school team, and apparently he's a really good player and he's going to become like a very good baseball player, professional in the future. And he starts to notice that this is like the happiest moments of his life, and often the case in manga series, the happiest moment, it goes to shit basically essentially afterwards. So that's what happens. We then get to see these weird bug-looking creatures creating like nests in the sky, and these start dropping from the sky and they start biting everyone. Everyone starts getting swollen arms, and the arms and legs start falling off for some reason, and everyone's wondering what the hell is this kind of creature, what's it doing? And the main characters and his friends, they basically landed in the water because they were in the pool at the time, so they avoided this kind of attack in the beginning, and they come out the pool to see the people in their team basically all killed off by these wasps or whatever they are. And then you get to see these dollies, they're all in the sky carrying weapons and stuff like that, and you're wondering what is going on in this world. Like, this has never happened before. The dollies are now on attack for humans, and they start basically, they have this little vacuum kind of like weapon, and they basically start sucking in the humans, so there's like they're to assume that they're going to be dead once they get absorbed. And the main character and his friends run into this one dolly who attacks them, and then he basically starts sucking in his friend, and his friend basically sacrifices himself for the main character and main character's crush to escape. So the basically main character's feeling helpless and all that. Then they run into another dolly, and his other friend, the crush, gets absorbed as well. So then he ends up going back to his house. He's like all on fire now, and he's like, what's going on, man? What is this world? What has happened? I can't even save my friends. And we fast forward to half a year later, where we see him looking all rough in his house. He's holding a gun, he's about to kill himself, and his new mission is to get revenge on all these dollies and kill the fuckers, essentially. In terms of series comparison, I would say similar to Attack on Titan, where in Attack on Titan you have the humans, the corpse against the titans, the big creatures, like the impossible odds against the many hundreds against these guys. And this, you have the humans against these dollies, and all these dollies are different, and it's kind of similar to that, and kind of like Kabanari, where you have like little abilities to fight against these other weird creatures. This series is really different as it progresses. We go on to like another main character. I don't want to spoil it too much, but it starts to shift point towards another person, and we follow his daily life and how he interacts with the dollies and stuff like that, and then it combines into one big story. So you should look forward to that once you start reading it. If this were to get anime one day, I would obviously say Madhouse Studios. Always I say Madhouse, but you know what would end up taking this anime, or yeah, would be Wit Studio, who obviously do Attack on Titan. They did Kabanari, I think, also, and I think they do Owari no Seneth too. They like to do those crazy humans against mankind, against the others, like against a new threat essentially. So I think it would cover Dolly Kill Kill really well, and hopefully it gets it one day. That's it for Dolly Kill Kill. Look forward to my last segment next week. What Wayne Says is going to be Tenku Shimpan. Hopefully you read this Dolly Kill Kill and all the other series I've nominated or told you to read in the other weeks. And if you do read it, comment below, tell me if it's good or not, tell me your opinions on whatnot. So I look forward to seeing you next week again. See you later, people.